Hey guys, Angel here with the Bullish Bears team. I am making the watch list video for tomorrow, March 1st, and we are just going to be doing the day trade watch list today because we don't swing over the weekend, so no swing trade watch list for tomorrow. So I have the S&P futures pulled up, and you can see that it has been in an ascending triangle. It did break this support here. However, if we clear that, we can redraw, maybe if this lets me. Yeah, but we can redraw new support so you can see that it's just hitting this angular support. And is it going to break it and head back down, or is it going to try and break out of this ascending triangle and head up? We will just have to wait and see what happens. So let's take a look at AMRX for tomorrow. So I don't like this. I wouldn't put this on unless I was absolutely desperate, just because it's entangled in these moving average lines. We can take a look at the hourly, but it worries me. I mean, it did have earnings. That's a nice bullish pattern. It's like a bull pennant, but it just worries me. So I don't know that I would put that on right now. I was obviously looking at something there. I mean, I'll keep that in the back of my head. BPTH, because it looks like I would not put that on just because support and resistance, moving averages, trading sideways, all entangled. You can tell there's not a ton of stocks to look at on the nightly scan, so we may have to, whoa, what just happened? So let's start again. YTEN, because it just moved. I must have hit something. No, that is an evening star pattern rejected off this resistance. You can see this big FU pattern right here. Not put that on. BPTH, we just looked at that. FTNW. That is going to be a no for me as well, just because it's trapped in between this 50 SMA and 20 EMA. So let's take a look at ELF. All right, so this is moving up. It does have room up to this 50 SMA at 881. Let's take a look at the hourly, see what the hourly is looking like. So it's a bull flag on the hourly, has room up to this 50. Could almost be starting to build a cup as well on the hourly. So I'm going to put that one on because it does have room. Okay. Bull flagging on hourly. Watch for resistance around 850. And that is ELF. Let's take a look at TTI. That is going to also be a no for me, just because it is trapped. The real body of this candlestick is trapped right between the 9 and 20. TRTC. Okay, so this I like. Holding its highs on the day. It'll run into some resistance around 113, and I'm going to actually, change this. Okay. I want that to go away. So it's going to run into some resistance around around 115, and then this 200 SMA. Let's look at the hourly. What does the hourly show us? So I like it on the hourly. Looks like it could be building a big cup. And if we just, for grins and giggles, take a look at the 5-minute, it's just been riding the 9 all the way up today, which I like it when it rides a moving average, because that means that it has found its equilibrium. Okay, so it is forming large cup on hourly. Watch for resistance around $1.15. And just be careful of $1 too, because as you know, whole and half dollars, that's TRTC, are psychological support and resistance. Take a look at COLL. So it had earnings. Not a big fan of this wick here at the bottom. It could almost be an inverse head and shoulders. You can see left shoulder, head, potentially forming a right shoulder. I think I would want to wait for that to form before I put it on a watch list. AMRX, oh yeah, we looked at that earlier. I've been thinking about this because you could almost say it was a morning star pattern, have room up to this $14 and then $14.21. Let's see, $13.81. So it did try to hit that, and that could be a double top on the 5 minute. So I'm not putting that on. I keep talking myself out of it, so I'm not putting that on. FOE. That's going to be a no for me, dog. Just because it rejected off this 200 SMA. So let's take a look at RUBI, and I can already tell that's going to be a no. It's like a high wave candle. Could go either way. Super indecisive. Don't want to put an indecisive stock on for you. PHIIK. Okay, so this is a tweezer bottom right here. Tweezer bottom, which is a bullish reversal. However, this could be forming a head and shoulders. You can see left shoulder, head. Is it going to form a right shoulder tomorrow? Let's take a look at the hourly. And it rejected off this 200 SMA, so that's going to be a no. Let's see. NVCN. This already looks like a no for me. Yep. Can't even see the candlesticks or the moving averages. So CIFS. It's going to have resistance at this 358. I don't love it. I just don't. Let's take a look at it. And I would not put that on because when you look at it, it's trapped right between those moving averages on the hourly, so that's a no. IGC. If that's an FU pattern, if I ever saw one. And just look at that, rejecting off the moving averages. So I'm not going to put that on. CYH. Okay, so it touched the 9 and moved up. It's almost like a cup. Let's see. It's got resistance around 508. That's not. And then you can see this double top on the 5 minute. Let's take a look at the hourly. What does the hourly tell us? It's not a big fan of this. It could almost be a triple top on the hourly with 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see like a quadruple top, even though that's not a thing. So I just don't want to put that on. TTOO, that's going to be a no. That's a evening star. That's easy to borrow, however. So you could write that down to this 9 EMA on the daily. Let's take a look at the hourly. And it is the moving averages are about to cross. You've got room down to this 50. So I'm going to put this on for a short play, actually. Okay, so evening star pattern on daily. Watch for support. Oh, and before I forget, let me move that. Watch for support around $4 and see the 9 EMA on daily. And that is going to be TTOO. Let's take a look at HAIN. Okay, so that got a little messy there. Gonna have resistance around 2250. Let's take a look at the daily and see what the daily shows us. I don't like this gap. I don't like this gap right here. Not a big fan of that. It looks like it could be potentially forming a bearish harami after hours. Don't like anything I see, so I'm going to skip that one. TGTX. Oh no. Let's look at that after hours. Did they have earnings or something today? I wouldn't just... I would have thought about it. I just don't like those big red candles. I don't like it. I'm not going to force a stock onto the watch list. Oh, it does have a gap, and it's trading within a gap, which is interesting. That might change my mind. But I'm not going to put it on because I want to actually see what it does tomorrow, because it's rejecting off this resistance level of the gap. So I'm not going to put that on right now. SGBQ, that is a no. That is a high wave candle with a gap, rejecting moving averages, and it looks like an FU, so skip that. RKDA, I can already tell this is going to be a no. That's really high wave, super indecisive. So let's take a look at the last one of JCP. That's also going to be a no. You can see an FU pattern right there. So we only are going to have 3 stocks on the watch list for tomorrow, which is okay because there weren't that many great setups, and you don't want to force stocks just to have some big long watch list if they're not going to actually be good, safe trades for you to take. So it's okay to only have 3, and going into a Friday, traders might be taking days off. Fridays are never the best day to trade. It seems like Monday through Wednesday and potentially Thursday are the best days to trade. Fridays are not always great. So there's not that many stocks to put on the watch list, and that's okay. So you know what that means. If you just don't have any great setups for tomorrow, you can come right on over here to thebullishbears.com, and if you are not a member, you can subscribe and you can join our trade room, and you can watch the live stream. You can see what they're looking at, because they're going to be looking at trade ideas tomorrow because there weren't that many great plays on the nightly scan. So they're going to be watching trade ideas to see what happens, and you can watch trade ideas with them. If you are a member, you have access to their trade idea scans. You can come over here, see what you got. You'll have access to the day trading rooms. Creed is streaming tomorrow, so you can watch him stream, see what he's looking at. You can just get into the mind of Creed and see what's going on with that, and he's awesome at it. Or you can come up here and you can take our free courses. There's all kinds of stuff to keep you busy tomorrow. So we may not have the biggest watch list tomorrow, and that's okay, because there's a lot of stuff for you to come and take advantage of. I mean, just being in the day trade room and listening to the stream, or the futures room and listening to the stream, you can just, it's like taking a live class on stock market trading. And then you have these courses over here that you can take. And days like that, where there might not be good setups, are great days for you to better yourself in trading. So join, become a member. You can also come over here. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we've got Instagram. So you can join our Facebook group. You can follow us on Twitter. You can interact with traders in there. The Bullish Bears are a great resource, and I am a testimonial of it. They're the only trading company I have ever been with. So I have taken every single one of those courses except for the interactive brokers because I don't want interactive brokers, so I don't see the need to take interactive brokers, but I have taken the Thinkorswim. I have taken the basic, the day trade, the swing trade, the options trade. I did the candlestick courses and the candlestick book, and that's how I became a really, really good trader, by taking those courses, because I tried trading without them. Didn't work out real well. So I am a living testimony that the bullish bears works as long as you're willing to put in the effort. The majority of you probably aren't. You probably want someone to tell you what to trade, how to trade, when to get in, when to get out, instead of taking the responsibility for yourself. So take the free courses. It's a great, great way to trade, and take the time to invest in yourself and invest in your future. And good luck tomorrow, and I'll see y'all later.